So let's make some kimchi ramen. Now I'm sure that when you hear that I'm making kimchi ramen, that I'm probably going to use this for my noodles. Well, I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do something else. Try to eat a little bit less salt and everything. I'm going to use these ramen noodles and I'm going to whip up my own sauce and everything. So let's start with our sauce. I've got half a tablespoon of gochujang, the Korean red pepper paste. I got 1 tablespoon of gochujang, the Korean red pepper flakes. This is the coarse ground. I've got half a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of ginger. I've got 2 green onions. And I'm going to show you a little trick I've learned. Cut them on a diagonal, but don't go all the way through. Roll it over. Looks like I went a little too far. And then cut it on the diagonal the other way. And then what you can do, when you slice it, you get nice little pieces rather than the rounds. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Now I did set aside just a little bit of the green top. I kind of made sure to cut it on a nice angle. And then we'll put that on top of the soup when we get done. That way it looks pretty. Alright, we're going to take this. We're going to add about half a teaspoon of sesame oil. Not much. Give this a mix. Set that aside. Now, we'll take this cute little bok choy, cut the root off. We're going to cut it into leafy pieces. We're just going to leave it big, and then we'll have the core part. Now, give this a rinse. Let that drain. And I've got some pork belly here. I'm going to take 2 slices of this pork belly. Still a little bit frozen. Makes it nice and makes it easier to cut. So cut these in half. There we go. Dice it up. Anyway, you get the idea. But I'm only going to use 2 pieces. Okay, my pan is, I just turned the pan on, but it's not hot yet. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our pork in here. And then we're going to put it on a medium heat. Bring it up to temperature real slow. And then kind of start cooking our pork just a little bit. Okay, I've cooked the pork until it just lost its color. Now we're going to put our sauce mix in here. I want to be sure to cook that just a little bit. Okay, we're going to add in half a cup of kimchi. I made sure to include a couple tablespoons of kimchi juice. I'm going to stir fry this for a couple minutes. Alright, man, that looks good. This would be good just like it is right here. But I'm going to add 2 cups of beef stock. Now this beef stock was made from oxtails, or actually just cow tails. They call them oxtails, but they're cow tails. That's 2 cups of that stock. Oh, at the end of the video, I'll put a link to show you how I make that stock. I did it a couple years ago. And anyway, we're going to bring this up to a boil. And we'll let that boil for about 5 minutes to make sure that everything kind of cooks. And then I'll be back with you. As you can see, we're up to a boil. But now I got a question for you. How does a package with 3 bundles in it have 5 servings? I ain't quite figured that out. Anyway, let's put these noodles in here. Package says they cook for 4 minutes, so I'll start my timer. Anyway, and I'll be back with you guys here in a couple minutes. Okay, so I got about 2.5 minutes to go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my stalks from my bok choy and go ahead and throw that in there. I probably should have done that earlier. Alright, so we've got about 30 seconds left until this is done. Go ahead and throw the leaves of our bok choy in here. And then we're going to throw in about a 1/4 cup of bean sprouts. Alright, we done. Go ahead and turn this burner off. Plate this up. Oh my, that looks good. Put my green onions on the top. There we go. So, how does it taste? Ooh, it bowl's hot. Oh man. Yeah, you gotta try that.